Milwaukee M12BPRT, which is a 12 volt rivet gun. This will install rivets from 2.4mm up to 4.8mm in size. I have to say that this is one of the best cordless tools that I've ever purchased. If you've ever tried using a rivet gun, it can be very difficult squeezing the handles together, even if you are quite strong. So this is absolutely superb. I paid £197 for this naked. That means that it comes without the battery. So we've got a belt clip there if you want to clip it on your belt. And then at the back there you have the 3 different sizes for the different size rivets. And of course we've also got the one that is already inserted in the gun. There's like a coloured O-ring on these, and that actually identifies the size of the rivet head. Not only that, if you put a rivet in there, it actually holds it captive. So that means that if you tip the gun, the rivet is actually held, it doesn't fall out. So they are actually colour coded. The black is 4.8mm, brown is 4mm, red is 3.2mm and green is 2.4mm. So believe it or not, this actually has 9,000 newtons of pull force, which is absolutely incredible. And the back of it there, you actually have a mandrel collector, and that will collect the mandrels from the rivets when they have been inserted. So that saves them flying all over the place. If you've ever used a rivet gun, you'll be well aware that you're picking them up for days afterwards. So that simply slides on the back there. It's easy to change the rivet holder to a different size. You simply unscrew that part. The tool is held just there in the front, so we can insert that, unscrew that till it's loose. Then we can swap the rivet holder to a different size, and then we'll just tighten that up in there, and then we just screw that back onto there. So changing the rivet size is incredibly easy. And then we can place that back in there. That will be held captive. And then of course we can insert the battery. As soon as you insert the battery, the light will come on the front. The light is useful in low light situations, obviously. If you want to, you can remove that tool should you need to do so, but it fits in there quite well, and it has been designed so that you can change the rivet size just by using the front of the tool there. So it's a very well designed piece of kit. You can also get an extension for this in case you need to get in somewhere where you can't actually get in with the gun. I'm not sure how much the extension is. So if you're wondering what all the fuss is about, allow me to demonstrate. This is one of the rivets that I'm going to be using, and I've used quite a lot of these on a job recently, and I was up some steps at the time and it was very difficult on the steps trying to squeeze the handles on this together. For people that have never used a rivet gun, I have to tell you that they can be very difficult to squeeze together. So you insert your rivet as far as it will go, and then you pull the handles together. And then eventually the mandrel will shear off. Now a lot of times it is difficult getting the mandrel back out. Sometimes you just have to push it back out with the next rivet, meaning that the mandrel can go anywhere. So there is quite a lot of force involved in doing that. And if you had to do, say, 20 or 30 rivets at a time, you would certainly be feeling it. With this, you simply insert the rivet, put it in all the way, squeeze the trigger, that's it. It quite literally takes seconds, and the mandrel is automatically ejected into the mandrel catcher at the back there. So you can use rivets very quickly using this. It is a real time saver, but it makes the job 100 times easier. It really is a superb piece of kit. Obviously this isn't ideal for everybody. I do realise a lot of people will never ever need a rivet gun like this, but for me it is absolutely superb and a really good investment.